What's up, everyone? So today is Monday, YouTube Live recap day. I posted a video watch list before this video. So if you don't know, I post a free video watch list every single Monday on YouTube, and then I post it every other day for the members inside MIC. So a couple things I want to talk about before we get started is our 2-year anniversary is coming up for MIC. We are hosting a live trading event, right? So every year on MIC's birthday, we host a boot camp. Unfortunately, this year, due to the pandemic, we are not allowed to host an event in person. Last year, we hosted it in Philly. We had hundreds of traders come in. It was fucking awesome. But this year, we're going virtual. So the way it's going to work is the event is going to start off with me building a watch list. You guys are going to watch me live as I build my watch list and I explain what I'm looking for. And then you're going to watch Bow Trade live in the morning. And then after that, we're bringing on all of our moderators, James, Tom, Faye, Austin, the Bear, Joe, to do presentations, right? So each moderator is very good at a specific thing, right? So for Faye is talking about how to become a consistently profitable trader. Tom is talking about how to grow a small account. James is talking about pre-market trading. Bear's gonna be talking about all-day fader. So we're gonna have nonstop education from about 8 a.m. to about 4 p.m. And not only that is we are going to be doing giveaways during the presentations. So we're going to have little quizzes at the end of the presentations. So if people answer those questions in, they might win a free year of MIC. They might win a Jumpstart Accelerator course. They might win some MIC swag. So we're kind of making this a fully interactive event. So the landing page is almost ready. Probably by tomorrow, it will be ready. I will give you guys the information. As always, the events are free for annual and lifetime members. Monthly members and non-members have to pay a small ticket fee. We've been working on this event for about 4 or 5 months now. So yeah, that's it, guys. I'll let you guys know more information as it kind of gets posted. So let's talk about trading today, right? So I always say the same things in these videos, right? And maybe you guys are sick of it, but what I've learned is repetition is the best way to learn these things. So the more that I say it, the more that I repeat it, eventually one of these days it's going to be ingrained in your head. So again, my process on Monday always starts the day before on Sunday, right? So Mondays are very important days of the week. Mondays are what sets the tone for the entire week. If you have a winning day on Monday, your week is probably going to be solid because your mindset is proper. If you have a losing day on Monday, you're going to probably spend the entire week trying to make that money back and your mindset is screwed. So for me, I know that Mondays are a very important day. In the past, I've traded very poorly on Mondays and I fixed that problem. I fixed that problem by sizing down, focusing on less, and being more meticulous with my trading. But this Monday was kind of a little bit different, guys. So let me explain what happened on Sunday, which was yesterday, and let me explain what happened this morning. So I have a couple friends that are visiting from Vegas, and they kind of want to be shown around. They want to be like hanging out, but because of this whole pandemic, New York City is not really doing anything, right? There's nothing to really do. So we went to the city. We tried to grab some drinks. We hung out, and it was whatever. Came back home, relaxed. For whatever reason, I have no idea what the hell happened, but I was not able to sleep last night. I went to bed at 9 or 10, which is normal for me. And no exaggeration, for about 8 hours straight, I was tossing and turning. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I couldn't go to sleep. It was the weirdest thing ever, man. And that threw me off because sleep, from my process, from my routine, is extremely important. If I get like 2 or 3 hours of sleep, I underperform. I need to get at least 6, 7 hours of sleep to be at my optimal. And here I am tossing and turning for literally 8 hours in my bed. And after a certain point, I was like, you know what? Fuck this, man. I'm just going to get my day started. Like, I'm sick of it. So I got my day started and I was kind of nervous, right? Because I didn't sleep. I was grumpy. I didn't feel good. I just felt out of it, right? And believe it or not, James texted me in the morning and he just kind of was someone to remind me. And he said, dude, the process is burned in your head. All you have to do is follow it and you will be fine today. So just that little positive reinforcement reminded me that, yeah, you're right, bro. You're right. The process is burned in my head. I know what I have to do. Now let's fucking do it. So the day always starts off with looking at the low hanging fruit, right? I am always looking at the stocks that ran on Friday, that tanked on Friday. So the stocks that tanked on Friday are my top watches today for a bounce. ABUS was the main one, right? This was a stock that double topped on Friday, faded all day. Today bounced to $6 pre-market and start to slowly make its way lower. I personally missed ABUS. Almost every single member in MIC nailed it except me, but that's the whole point, right, guys? I put all these plans on a watch list and I cherry pick which ones I like the most. Sometimes I get my fills, sometimes I don't, but it's nice to see that everyone nailed ABUS. My focus today was actually on two day one stocks, right? SCKT was one of them. So let's start there. SCKT, if you look at the pre-market chart early in the morning, you can see that $4 topped out, right? So usually I am not interested in these stocks on the way up. For me, as a short seller, I am waiting for the stocks to top out, go down, and then my entry comes from the bounce, right? Most of these stocks don't ever just go straight down forever. They go down, they bounce, and then they continue to make their way lower. My entry comes on the bounce, right? Because then I could risk the high of the day level. Without that, you're just looking for a top, and that's basically suicide. So on this stock today, when it topped out at $4 pre-market, it kind of washed out. And then at 9 p.m., believe it or not, here comes a chat room pumper. This pumper is pumping it up $4, buy it at 4. It's going to go to 450 and then they sell at 401. All right. So you have these pumpers taking massive size, buying at 4, telling everyone it's going to go to 450. And at 401, 402, they're selling. And all of a sudden you're down on the stock. So as soon as I saw action like that, I was like, yo, here we go again. Here's another perfect entry that's going to come my way. So in the morning, I was not interested in this stock until the $4 mark topped out, right? After the $4 mark topped out is when I took my entry, I took my money, and I ran. Now, why did I short a day one stock today? Why did I feel comfortable shorting that? It's because when I was looking at the chart, when I was watching the trade, I saw a lot of hidden sellers at $4. The way to spot a hidden seller is if they're showing 200, 300, 400 shares, and the level 2 is going green, 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 trying to push, 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 buy order, buy order, buy order, and the stock is not moving. This means that someone is showing 500 shares, but in reality, they're trying to sell 10, 20, 30,000 shares in it. So when I saw all of that in the morning, coupled with the fact that this stock was being pumped. So remember, when a stock is being pumped, there's a lot of volume coming into it, and essentially it should continue to go higher until the pump ends. But when this stock was being pumped, for whatever reason, there was a seller at $4 that was not allowing it to move. When this happens, that creates resistance, that creates bag holders, and that creates a good entry for short sellers. So I kept this simple, right? I kept this simple. I waited for the stock to double top, right? Waited for the stock to double top, and then I traded it. And if you looked at that chart, believe it or not, I think it stuffed VWAP 2 or 3 times. So not only was the stock heavy and had resistance, the stock rejected VWAP multiple times. Now, here was my problem on that stock. If I remember correctly, it was trading 60 million shares at that point. Within the first hour of the morning, it was trading 60 million shares. Anytime a stock trades abnormal volume like that, it has abnormal price action. So for me, when I saw that abnormal volume, I said, you know what? I'm not going to continue to trade this every time it bounces, because eventually one of these bounces is going to go further than I want and I'm going to be stuck. I would rather miss out on it and just play the odds and just be safe rather than trying to gamble and trying to continue to squeeze out an extra $200, $300, $400, $500, right? Because if you try to squeeze out that extra money and going back to the well over and over and over again, eventually you're going to fall into the well and you're going to lose more than that $500 you were trying to make. So that was that stock. I noticed the abnormal volume. I was wrong, right? The stock continued to tank. Stock continued to tank. Now, why did the stock continue to tank? There was another ticker in play. What was that W ticker again, guys? I forgot already, but I mentioned this in last week's YouTube live. And the way that the market has been working lately is that there's usually a hot chick of the day, right? And that hot chick of the day is getting all of the attention. It's getting all the volume, right? And that was the stock earlier. This WHLM was the other stock of the day. This WHLM was also a chat room pump. So what I am trying to do these days, what I'm actively trying to do is improve my long game because I am leaving so much money on the table by being a short. What I've recognized about this market, and maybe this is a little bit of a secret, is that longs are working very well pre-market and shorts are working very well at the open until zombie time. So when I saw WHLM about to reclaim VWAP, I took a very small long on it pre-market. I didn't alert it. I didn't pump it. I showed my trade after it was filled. So that's also something else we do at MIC. We don't pump, we don't alert, we don't send you emails, text messages. We show you our trades after they are executed. So I said to myself, shit, if this stock is going to reclaim VWAP, my max risk is probably 20 cents and my max upside is probably $1. So I'm risking 20 cents to make $1. Trade made sense. I took it. So actively, I am trying to improve my trading. So actively now, I am trying to go long pre-market, very small size, maybe a tenth of what I normally trade just to get comfortable. And then WHLM at the open was a double top, I think around $10. I think I shorted 970 or 980. I forget. I posted my chart for the members in the room. But basically, I waited for the double top at the open. So longed pre-market at the open, waited for a signal, aka a double top, to give me confirmation to short. So I shorted it, covered it, made my money. Now, next, what I want to talk about, which was what I was mentioning earlier. Usually these day one stocks, if they're not hot enough, if they don't continue to go higher, these Robinhood people, these uneducated people start gambling. They pull that money out of the day one hot chick and they put it into WHLM. The reason why they do that is because, damn, the first stock didn't work, time to put it into the second one. And then you couple that with a chat room pumper pumping this up himself to the moon, you get an astronomical move from like fucking 8 to 12 or 8 to 13 or whatever it's trading at right now. So it always goes back to the same thing, guys. It always goes back to the same thing. I am trying to trade with the least amount of stress possible. Okay. My trading, Alex's trading, Alex trades optimal when he is the least amount of stress in the real world. If I am stressed in the real world, if I am stressed in real life, my trading suffers. So why would I want to put extra stress on myself every single day to just try to squeeze out an extra $200-300? SCKT was a great opportunity, but 9 times out of 10, when a stock like SCKT trades 60 million shares the first hour, 9 times out of 10 is zombie moves. This is the one time that it didn't zombie move. So what does that mean? That means that traders next time when they see a high volume stock, they're going to say, oh, SCKT didn't bounce. So fuck it, I'm going to short this and hold it all day. And then that's the one that you lose on. So 9 times out of 10, these stocks will zombie. The 1 time out of 10 that they don't, that's when the shit goes crazy. So every single day, guys, every single day, I am trading and trying to cut myself off at 10:30. I don't know if you guys have seen, actually, the part 2 of the podcast is not released yet, but in part 2 of the podcast, Bao was talking about how he makes money every single day until 10:30. Every single day, the guy makes money until 10:30, and then after 10:30 is when he loses money, right? After 10:30 is when he loses money. So because of that, because I've realized that, instead of sticking around all day, I trade until 10:30 and I walk away, man. So these are the lessons, guys, that you have to learn. Bao and I learned these lessons the hard way from losses. We learned that after 10:30, past zombie times, when the volume shrinks, when the volume is illiquid, when most of the retail traders have disappeared, the algos come in. The algos can easily easily manipulate these stocks when the volume is low, guys. When the volume is low. So if we recognize this, this gives us an edge. That's why every day I trade until zombie times and I cut it off. I walk, I exercise, I answer PMs, I do anything and everything. I even clean my house. I do anything and everything to get me away from the market because after 10:30, you know what happens? I go from being a professional day trader to a fucking dumbass gambler. At 10:30, I turn into a gambler. I gamble away my hard-earned gains because I'm bored or I'm greedy. So to be able to control myself, I have an addiction. I am addicted to this game. I am addicted to making money. I am addicted to doing this shit. I've realized that the only way to cure my addiction based on my personality is to close and walk away. If I do not walk away, I turn into a gambler. If I walk away, I'm fucking rich. So do you see the mindset, guys? Do you see the mindset? Traders have fucked up mindset. I made $4,000 today, and I said, "Why is it not 10,000?" I would have gone and gambled away. I would have gone and probably walked away with $1,000 day or minus $1,000 day. And now, instead, I think to myself, I walked away with a $4,000 win. If I make $4,000 a day, that's $1,000,000 a year. Hey, I'm about to make $1,000,000 a year working 1 hour a day. And then it clicks. When you are from the screens, I don't know what it is. I have no idea how to explain it. As traders, we know when you are in front of the screens, you change. You turn into a different person. It's like whatever logic you had in your head disappears. This is why we say that every trade must be pre planned. Before you enter a trade, it must be pre planned because if not, while you are trading, your brain isn't working properly, right? So because we realize this, because we recognize this, this helps us improve in the future. I know that when I am not in a trade, that I am rational, I am logical, I'm thinking right, I'm making sense. As soon as I'm in front of the computer, as soon as I'm fucking trading, you know what happens? Nothing fucking makes sense to me. It's like a black hole in my fucking head, and sometimes I'm my own worst enemy. So, based on your personality, based on the type of person that you are, you have to find which process works for you. Now, Bao and I trade very similar. We trade very, very similar, but we have, if you look at our charts, you could see our different personalities from the charts. Bao's personality is he likes to take every little piece. Bao takes every little piece. He's a super scalper, right? For me personally, I wait for these inflection points. I wait for the points that make the most sense. One entry, one exit. Sometimes I scale. Most of the time I scale. But the point that I'm trying to make is that I'm not trading with 50 arrows on my charts, right? Because that's not my personality. Bao is more of a control freak. He likes having his hands in everything. So he feels most comfortable when he's trading 5 or 6 stocks at the same time. Bao is a human algo. For me, I am not that good. I don't have the mental bandwidth. I don't have the mental capacity. I have so much shit on my mind that I just want to trade, make my money, and get the hell out of there as fast as possible. Because if I sit in front of the computer, if I sit at the table for any longer than I need to, chances are the house is going to win. So as soon as I make my money, I run the fuck away. And that's what helps me based on my personality because I am addicted to it. I love it. So ask yourself, why are you struggling in the market, guys? What is your problem? Is it that you lack a process? Is it that you are oversizing? Is it that you are buying breakouts and shorting weakness? What are you doing wrong, right? And this is why MIC helps. We figure out what you are doing wrong and we mentor you and we help you to make sure that you can improve your trading process. Mondays were my worst performing days for 6 months. And now all of a sudden they're my best performing days because I realized I had a mistake and I created a process, a routine to fix it. And I was disciplined enough to follow that routine and that process that I laid for myself. You could tell yourself that you're not going to short pre-market. You could tell yourself that you're not gonna follow anyone's alerts. You could say all this stuff, but until you actually follow it, then it doesn't really matter. It's like Bao and I always say this. We could give you the best strategy in the world. We are giving you the best strategy in the world, but 90% of traders are not disciplined enough to follow the process. I didn't sleep at all today. I didn't sleep at all. I am grumpy. All I want to do is sleep. I want to eat some food and I want to sleep. But it just shows that the process is so robotic in my head that even when I am tired, even when I am hungry, even when I am grumpy, if I just stick to the same stupid ass process that we teach every single day, lo and behold, I made $4,000. Imagine if I got more sleep. Imagine if I wasn't hungry. Imagine if I wasn't grumpy. I probably would have made more money. But the fact that I'm able to do this, even when I am not at my optimal mental power right now, is a testament to how important the process is, guys. There are a lot of people entering the market these days. And you know what the truth is? The stock market is a game where the educated people take money from the uneducated. For me to make $4,000 today, I had to take $4,000 from an uneducated trader. And you know what? It doesn't really bother me because there's so many resources out there to learn, and these traders are just gambling, guys. So ask yourself, if you lost more than $200 today trading, what is the reason? Are you following people? Are you uneducated? Do you really not know what you're doing? Are you treating this as a hobby? Are you gambling? We are professional traders at MIC. Professional. We are professional athletes every single day trying to improve. I am hoping and I am praying that everyone stays uneducated so that I could continue to make money off the uneducated people. But we are in an industry and we are in a world where if MIC is $200 a month, people opt in for the $50, $100 a month fake gurus because they think, oh, I'm going to save an extra $100 a month and that's going to go towards my XYZ. I don't know about you guys, but if I have the ability to learn from Michael Jordan and LeBron James, I'm going to learn from them rather than trying to figure it out myself. I want a shortcut to success. I don't want to fucking waste my time 3, 4, 5 years figuring out how to trade. I want to find someone that knows how to trade, that is a 7-figure trader, that actually cares about helping people, and that's who I want to learn from. Bao made $1.4 million in one day. He's the Michael Jordan of trading. I want to learn from fucking him. I don't want to learn from anyone else. That's the point, guys. If you want to learn, do it yourself. Learn how to be educated from the people that actually care, okay? You don't have to believe us. All you have to do is look at our testimonials. And think about it. I'm trading 1 hour a day, guys. I'm trading from 9:30 to 10:30. I made $4,000. If I really wanted, I have plenty of time to do a second job. My second job, obviously, is helping members. My second job is MIC. My second job is trying to do whatever I can to make your lives easier. But shit, if I didn't have MIC, I could have easily had time for another job. It's 11 a.m. New Jersey time right now. I could easily have a second job. The point is, guys, you don't need to be at the desk all day. The point is that you don't have to be trading from 4 a.m. to 4 p.m. I make the most amount of money with the least amount of stress in the first hour of the day. And you know what? I'm pretty happy. I don't know about you guys, but if I'm making $4,000 a day, almost $1 million a year, working 1 hour a day, I would be a fool. I would be stupid. I would be clueless to be even more greedy and want more. Because after a certain point, money does not buy you happiness, does not buy you anything. It's like a high score in a video game, and it doesn't really matter. And trust me, I was the person that said, fuck you, I'd rather be crying in a Lambo. But what I've realized is, and Bao has told me this too, is sometimes when you have too much money, it kind of hurts yourself. But again, these are good problems to have. I hope you guys have a problem where you have too much money. The point that I'm trying to make, guys, is every single day we show up. Every single day we put in the work. Every single day you see me batting for singles. Every single day you see me doing these YouTube lives. Every single day you see me replying to members. I am there putting in the work every single day. And if someone like me is putting in the work, you have no reason not to, because don't forget, you are trading against me. I am on the other side of the trade, and I am hoping that you are as uneducated as possible so that I have an easier chance to take money. Now, if you want to be educated, if you want to learn how to trade, if you are sick of these fucking bullshit pump and dumps, you're sick of these gurus making 50,000 and then losing 100,000 and bragging that they're still up tons of money, guys, these people aren't going to be around for much longer. I have no problem trading, making money, enjoying my life. There's no reason to be trading every single hour of every single day. Guys, I am doing it and I am really, really, really proud of my progress. And the reason why is because I'm here every day. I show up every day. I have a problem where I show up too much. I had a mental breakdown a month ago because I was working too much, right? Now I've realized that I am totally comfortable making my $4,000 a day, every day, spending time with friends, spending time with family, growing MIC because believe it or not, growing MIC is what brings me happiness and fulfillment in my life. Bao and I, before MIC started, we were making so much money, yet there was a void in our system. It was almost like we were on an island and no one else understood what the hell was going on. I wanted to be surrounded with people that were smart and hard working, right? And it didn't exist, so we created MIC. MIC fills a void in my heart, guys. I have all this money, yet I feel a little bit empty sometimes. I feel like, what is the point of all this money? Why am I even here, right? Why am I even here? All this money is great, and then what? I get more fulfillment and more happiness from a regular monthly member that says because of this trade, he was able to buy his daughter a new pair of shoes, right? Maybe it's not that much. Sure, maybe $100 pairs of shoes is not really anything to you. But to be honest, man, that little thing is more valuable than making $10,000 in a trade because Bao and I, it's almost selfish that it brings us happiness to give other people happiness, right? So again, at the end of the day, we are here to help you guys. If you don't want to be helped, that's not a problem. No problem. Do whatever you want. But for those that are serious, those that want help, those that want to be educated, and those that want to put in the work, we have a home for you. We have a home filled with 1,500 members that are here to help, that are responsive. Where else do you have access to 7-figure and multiple 6-figure traders via DM? I'm always there, and you could ask anyone in the room. I always, always, always reply to people. This 2020 market, this COVID market is filled with get rich quick scheme people. And you know what? Follow those people. You will lose your money as fast as possible. At the end of the day, guys, we are selling you education, which is very boring, but it'll make you rich. If a doctor makes $500,000 a year and he has 10 years of education, and I'm making $1 million a year and I have 6 years of education, imagine where I'll be on year 10, guys. So it always goes back to the same thing. Education is what will set you free. Money from the stock market, wealth from the stock market is transferred from the educated people, from the uneducated people to the educated people. And that's basically it, guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'm the guy that replies to your comments on YouTube. So maybe you guys could comment with one lesson that you learned from the video, and then we could take it from there. So I appreciate everyone here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for putting in the work. I know that the people watching this video are the most motivated. And you know what? I'm sure that all of you guys will be consistently profitable. Just continue to put in the work. Remember, it's not going to take a week. It's not going to take a month. But if you do this for 3, 4, 5, 6 months, trust me, you're going to find success. So thanks, guys. And I will see you in the room. I'm going to go answer some PMs. And then I'm going to try to take a nap because, fuck, man, I've been awake for fucking 30 hours now, it seems like. That's it, guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to text Tosh. His number is 213-458-5997. That's it. Thank you.